Jaguar Wright is stirring the pot again, and this time she's going straight for Beyonce. She just claimed that Beyonce was creeping around behind Jay-Z's back, with none other than her longtime bodyguard, Julius DeBeau. Now, people have whispered about this for years, but nobody had the guts, or the proof, to put it all out there. Until now. Jaguar says this hookup has been going down for a while, and Julius ain't the only man in question. According to her, Beyonce's had a few sneaky links over the years, and she's ready to expose every last one of them. It's not just gossip anymore. This is looking real messy. And when it comes to Beyonce ditching Jay-Z, that rumor's been floating for ages, but things hit a new level of chaos once Jay's name started coming up in Diddy's legal drama.
And part of the reason why they're already living separate lives, and we may actually see one of the biggest divorces in Hollywood, is because Jay-Z is up next to be exposed. And it's only so much of these stories that Jay-Z can, he can pay off or he can block. He won't be able to stop this. And she knows it, and he knows it too. As far as who's gonna be the breakout victim / story, I don't know. But I'm just letting you know that once that comes out and Jay-Z is exposed for his nefarious past, you're gonna see Beyonce divorce him. Okay, and she may or may not do an interview, but you're gonna their publicist is gonna release something. She's gonna say, "Oh, the Carters have been separated for some time. They built this beautiful life, blah 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 blah." Now, before all this happens, we may get another tour. We may get another album out of both of them. I don't know, because at the end of the day, they about their money first. They're gonna do what's best for business first. As far as Beyonce is concerned, do she love him? I mean, he's really all.
People in the know are saying Jay-Z might be headed for serious trouble. And Beyonce? She's allegedly making moves in silence, shifting her assets, setting herself up to stay clear of the fallout. She's not about to take the fall for him, and honestly, who can blame her? Word is, the Carter empire is already cracking, and the drama that's about to drop could shake the whole industry. Now, let's talk about the biggest name tied to all this. Julius. Beyonce and her bodyguard have been side-eyeing each other for years, and she basically poured it all into a song that fans think is definitely about him. Back in 2014, an insider from Beyonce's circle spilled that Jay-Z allegedly caught them getting a little too close for comfort. He wanted Julius out immediately, but Beyonce shut that down fast. She told Jay that Julius wasn't going anywhere. And let's not forget, Jay hasn't exactly been loyal himself. His own cheating scandals made headlines, so people are saying Beyonce might have just clapped back the only way she knew how, with her bodyguard by her side. Let's not forget, Beyonce dropped a whole album dragging Jay-Z for cheating on her, and still stayed with him. So people started wondering, if she could forgive that, what else is really going on behind the scenes? According to sources close to the situation, Jay-Z has always believed something was up between Beyonce and Julius. And not just in the past, he allegedly thinks it still might be happening. Last February, Jay reportedly tried to fire Julius, convinced there was more than just protection going on. But Beyonce, she shut that down immediately. Told Jay that Julius wasn't going anywhere. That man has been by her side for years, and not just in public. Word is, they've spent serious time alone behind closed doors. He's even stayed in her hotel room. It's giving more than just employee vibes. But Julius isn't the only one Beyonce's been tied to. Let's rewind to 2003, right after she dropped her chart-smashing hit Baby Boy with Sean Paul. That song was a monster. 9 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 Global Smash iconic video. But for some reason, they only performed it live together a handful of times. Suspicious, right? Well, insiders claimed Beyonce got nervous that fans were picking up on their chemistry and didn't want the alleged affair to blow up in public. And guess what? Sean Paul himself kind of backed it up. He said, "I wish it did. She's beautiful." It was a big, fat, sexy song, video song, and a lot of sexy rumors. Sounds like he was feeling something. And then there's the VMAs drama. Sean claimed they rehearsed the performance together, planned it all out, but when it came time for the actual show, Beyonce left him out, just iced him. And that happened right when the affair rumors started heating up. Makes you wonder what really went down between them. So picture this. Sean Paul is in the crowd at the VMAs, sitting next to his wife, and guess who's right in front of them? Paris Hilton. Beyoncé's making her grand entrance, coming down the stairs singing, and Paris turns to Sean and says, "Why aren't you up there?" Now that's awkward. Sean said it was embarrassing and straight up weird, and instead of brushing it off, he got petty with it. Real petty. Sean ended up flipping the script on Beyoncé. They were supposed to perform together at a show in Washington, had it all planned out. But when the moment came, Sean bailed at the last minute. He said, "I went there, did my show, and then waited around for a while and I got pissed off." He wasn't feeling the disrespect after the VMAs drama. He added, "There were 3,000 influential people waiting out there for you to do it. And I was like, there are 50 million people watching the VMAs. I'm not doing that," and just dipped out. But wait, Sean wasn't the only one with heat around Beyoncé. Let's talk about Terrence Howard. Yep, folks were buzzing that he and Beyoncé had a little something going on too, especially after that lap dance moment. Back in 2005, Beyoncé was on stage with Destiny's Child performing Catered to You, and all three of them were dressed in super tight, curve-hugging nude dresses. During the performance, they each picked a man from the audience to seduce on stage. And Beyoncé? She locked eyes with Terrence Howard and chose him. She didn't hold back either. Beyoncé gave him a steamy dance, got all up close, sang to him, and had that man frozen in place. The crowd went wild. It was a lot. After that, rumors started flying about the two of them having a secret fling. Folks said they had a short-lived love connection before Beyoncé ran right back to Jay-Z. But fast forward to now, it's looking like her marriage to Jay might be heading straight for the edge. Multiple sources are reporting that things behind the scenes are not okay. And if the rumors are true, the end might be closer than anyone thought. It's looking like the end of the road for Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Insiders say the divorce is already in motion, and Beyoncé's reportedly separated her assets from him. And the reason? Jay-Z's name is allegedly being dragged straight into Diddy's scandal. Word on the inside is, once the industry finishes dealing with Diddy, Jay's next on the chopping block. Things are heating up fast. Some sources are even claiming that this marriage, it was never about love in the first place. According to insiders, Jay-Z needed a powerful woman on his arm to level up his empire, and Beyoncé was the ultimate pick. She brought the fame, the beauty, and the public image he wanted. But Beyoncé had her own reasons too. She was already rising, but having a heavyweight like Jay-Z by her side opened doors that weren't opening for her before. Now though, that deal's expired. If Jay really is about to go down, Beyoncé's got no reason to keep up the act. Sources say she's already packing her bags and grabbing the money before things blow up. Allegedly, she's been making serious moves behind the scenes to protect herself and her empire before the truth about Jay and his ties to Diddy goes public. YouTube blogger Storm Monroe recently spilled that Beyoncé knows exactly what's coming. That's why she's been going full throttle with her projects. Just look at her rollout lately. It's wild. She finished the Renaissance tour, dropped a concert film, launched a hair care line, and still managed to release Cowboy Carter, all in less than a year. That's not just work ethic. That's strategy. She's securing the bag while the walls close in. The timing isn't random. She's cashing in hard from her loyal fan base while the spotlight is still on her terms. Once Jay's name officially hits the scandal headlines, things might never look the same for the Carters again. And Beyoncé's making sure she's one step ahead of the mess. Beyoncé's not slowing down anytime soon. Word is, she's already gearing up for another tour announcement coming real soon. And let's be real, it's not like her to flood the market like this. Dropping albums, films, beauty lines, and tours back to back? That's not just hustle. That's a warning sign. Fans are starting to think she knows something's about to blow up that could seriously shake her image. And remember the whispers about her and her bodyguard? Well, they're getting louder. People are now convinced that her bond with him isn't just professional, it's personal. Some even think he's the reason Beyoncé's walking away from Jay-Z, especially after she dropped that track on Cowboy Carter called Bodyguard, which fans say is basically a musical confession. The lyrics are straight up intimate. She sings, "I give you kisses in the back seat. I whisper your wishes in the back seat. They couldn't catch you and they never will. Sometimes I hold you closer just to know you're real." That doesn't sound like she's talking about just anyone. Fans are convinced she's opening up about the bodyguard she's been seen with for years, the same one Jay-Z allegedly tried to fire. But the tea doesn't stop there. Jaguar Wright jumped in and dropped a bombshell. She claimed that Jay-Z's been controlling Beyonce by keeping her under the influence of hard substances. Jaguar didn't hold back at all and said, "Not my beau," when calling him out. And this isn't coming out of nowhere. Just a few months ago, Beyonce's former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, came out swinging with his own explosive claims. According to Uncle Ron, Jay-Z allegedly keeps Beyonce under control by feeding her heavy substances, all to keep her obedient and dependent. The situation is looking way darker than fans thought, and if any of this is true, it could flip the whole Beyonce image upside down. Then came that viral clip, you know the one, of Beyonce looking completely zoned out while sitting courtside at a basketball game with Jay-Z. She looked dazed, barely able to keep her eyes open, just slowly rocking her head side to side like she was trying to stay awake. The internet lit up with concern, but her PR team quickly jumped in, saying she was just exhausted from rehearsals. Yeah, right. Fans weren't buying it, not for a second. The way she looked had people questioning what was really going on behind closed doors, and then things took a turn. Not long after that moment went viral, Beyonce's assistant allegedly spilled some serious tea to media takeout. She claimed that Jay-Z had a habit of putting his hands on Beyonce, and not in a playful way either. She said, "Seems that for a while he's had a problem with keeping his hands to himself. Now, I've never seen him flat out strike B, but too many times I've seen him shove and push her." That alone sent shockwaves. But she didn't stop there. At first, she thought maybe it was just rough flirting or horseplay between the two. But one moment in particular changed everything. She recalled a time in Saint-Tropez where Jay shoved Beyonce in front of her, and the assistant noticed just how embarrassed Beyonce looked. That's when she realized this wasn't some joke or couple banter. This was something darker. She added, "I've been Beyonce's assistant and friend for a while now, and I've always wanted to say something, but I never felt it was my place." She ended by saying Jay treats Beyonce like she's just a possession, not a real person. And when you line all this up with the alleged affair and everything else swirling around their relationship, it's clear this divorce isn't just about cheating. There's layers to this: abuse, control, power plays. Beyonce's staying quiet now, but insiders believe she's just waiting for the right moment to break the news publicly. And when she does, it's going to shake the industry. One person went all in and called her a broom-riding, cauldron-stirring witch, claiming she's deep into the same rituals as Jay. Another comment said, "Beyonce's going to go down with Jay, so all that distancing herself won't mean a thing." People are not holding back. The internet's lit right now, and the takes are getting wilder by the minute. But now it's your turn. I want to hear everything. What do you think about Beyonce allegedly getting caught up with her bodyguard? Do you believe there's more to that relationship than we've been told? And what about this whole divorce mess? Is she really done with Jay-Z for good? Or is it all just industry smoke and mirrors? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't hold back. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this drama.